So it seems for now, folks, that we cannot ever have the beauty without the beast. It's like the yin and yang, the permanent situation. You can't have one without the other. But it hasn't always been that way, folks. It hasn't. The aircraft here that's just switched on. We'll continue to build up all this shit here, folks, up in the air, line after line. And again, all detrimental to your mental, folks. Certainly is to mine. It plays havoc with my fucking head. Seeing this stuff. Knowing that the only position I'm in to try and do anything is capturing it. Which means little to almost everyone on this earth, folks. Because no one really bats an eyelid about this crime taking place. You see it now getting longer and longer, this thing I showed you switched on. There's another one to the rear of that. Switched itself on. It's just 6 AM now, folks, exactly. She's feasting on the grasses. And I can never fully focus on the beauty, folks. I try. See the length of this fucking thing now. Conforming to no curvature, may I add. But I try and enjoy the beauty, folks. But, I try and focus on what pleases the eye, folks. But there's always something to displease the sight. And it's always this shite, folks. Because it's the one thing they're doing to us that can't be denied. It's the one thing they are doing to us we can all, everyone, see. From being a child right up to fucking being an old pensioner like me, folks. It's the one thing we can all investigate as well. It's so easy to do. You can do it from the comfort of your own lounge window. You don't have to go outside of your balcony. There's no mistaking it. There's no missing it. And it's all researchable. You do your research right. You don't have to even be educated, folks. You don't. I bear witness to that personally. We've got 2 more aircraft here now, if I can zoom in on them. We've got one going upwards. And one to the bottom of the picture somewhere. Well, you can see the beauty. Look at all these passes, folks, just from this tree here down. Right to the ground, folks. And I view each one personally, me, as a fingerprint. They're all leaving their individual markings. All evidence that a crime is being shitted and committed. You see where these things either switch on or switch off, or swap barrels of whatever they're spraying on us, folks. Whether it be the strontium 90, the barium, lithium, the aluminium oxides, the human animal depleted blood cells, cadmium, graphene. Who knows, folks? Like I've always said, there are chemicals and particulates that these people use to abuse that we know nothing about, because they're off patent, folks, or they don't admit that they're doing this, using these weapons against us. The Bible tells us will fail, no weapon formed against you. I always try and look beyond. Here's another one, folks. I keep pausing the camera, there's like minutes lapses. Let's have a look at the time now. So yeah, we're just almost 15 minutes past 6 AM. Another one here. I do try and look beyond the blight, because the beauty's still here, folks. The intended beauty from creation and the blueprint to it all is all around me, folks. Look at it all. So many millions upon millions of different life forms all working in cohesion, yeah? All the different grasses, the millions of different grasses, the millions of different weeds, and you know, the thousands of different trees, and the things that latch onto the trees, the lichens and the parasites, etc. And there are factions out there that would tell you that it came from a big bang, folks. That life started off as absolutely nothing whatsoever, and from that nothing, everything sprang into life, and it's just diabolical. It's just shouldn't even register to anyone with any fucking sense of mentality at all, folks. It shouldn't register, the ridiculousness of it. That we're told about evolution, which to me is an evil solution, to creation. It's a joke, because we're not witnessing. We're in a technological age, supposedly, now, where we should have the best of medicines, you know, and the best information possible, folks, and the best intentions to give everyone a clear picture of what's what, and we don't. And with this technology, are we looking at and discovering and watching how things develop through this evolutionary fucking system? Methinks not. There's no one on this earth can pinpoint anything that's continually changing and evolving, yeah, except this so-called artificial intelligence, folks. No one's growing an extra leg or an extra head unless something's happened. And they call it a birth defect, folks. But when you think about it, just logically, forget the science, because science just places its reliance upon defiance and lies and bullshit, folks. And tons of money thrown at it to force results and produce results that people want to see. Look at all this life here, folks. Stop and think about the beauty of this stuff that they call weeds. Think about how this stuff evolves. And it all came about all at once by accident. Every single living, breathing fucking thing is supposed to have just started to form in about 30 fucking seconds from a poof. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, here I am, Sunday morning, waffling on again, folks. Trying to get out what's in my head so I don't go home and fucking fuss Debbie with it all, because she's not well. I don't know what's going to happen with us, folks, but she's needing looking after more and more and more now. And again, with that situation, I'm duty bound. No, that's no problem. We've been together so long now, folks, and her illness hasn't crept up on us or anything. It hasn't taken us by surprise. You know, it's been a long slog, so we've just adapted and got used to it. But, you know, I'm feeling more and more pissed off for her. Feeling more and more pissed off that I can't do more for her, folks. Like this fucking situation with all these crimes taking place. Debbie says she's just happy for me being there for her. She told me the other day she was fucking grateful to me for being there, yeah? I mean, I'm a fucking husband, folks. Well, I had to say to her, make us a coffee, and I went in the fucking kitchen and there were tears fucking in my eyes from that statement, folks. I do worry. Anyway, trying to show you the beauty. I'm trying to look beyond. I'm trying to focus on what's taking place, a life that's waking up and that surrounds me, and the little sparrows that seem to accompany us up and down the lane, folks, and that sing along as they walk along beside us. And then we've got the sparrows that have the dust baths. They know we're here. Some of them are not happy. Some of them I wish you were warning from up in the tree there, squawking like I don't know what. But that's only because they've got their young in their nests. Anyway, it's time for me to shut up and get these two back now and get them fed. And we'll see what transpires for the day, folks. Sorry for fucking moaning and whinging. Just look how ideal and idyllic the world can be, folks. Look at the vast spaces where we could all have our little place, our little Garden of Eden, folks, if we were allowed to, if we were encouraged to, and not encouraged to jump ship from the countryside and get into the towns and cities, which is what they want, so they can take total control of everyone and everything, folks. We all had our own little space and we're left alone. I'm not encouraged to be greedy, not encouraged to fucking want their fucking things that they want us to sell. They fucking convince us we've got to have them when we haven't. And if you don't believe me, folks, just go and look under your sink, in your bathroom and under your sink, in your kitchen or utility areas. Look in your garage. Look at all the fucking things, all under your bed. Look at all the fucking things you bought because you believed you had to have them, folks. Yeah, rowing machines and fucking keep fit weights and things under the bed that got used maybe twice. And then go to your rubbish dump, yeah, and see it all. Exercise fucking machines, jogging machines, fucking... Look at all the stuff under your sinks, folks. It's all the cleaning products that you've got to have. And half of them you don't know what fucking using proper. And then read the labels on them all, they're all fucking poisonous. But you bought them anyway because you were told you needed them. Go like that. You know, look in your bedroom drawer, see how many fucking watches you've got. Now open the wardrobe door wide. See all the fucking shirts and all the pullovers and all the suit, ties and everything. Shoes you're never going to wear, folks. And you did that because you believed that you had to have this fucking stuff. You don't, folks. You fucking don't. You didn't. You shouldn't. We all should be minimalistic. Look at the food cupboards. Look at what you throw away at the end of the fucking week. The bins at you. Look at what you scrape off the plate because you thought you needed to eat more than you should, folks. Look in the fucking mirror. Yeah, that's the biggest truth of all. Look in the mirror. Stand fucking naked full length in your fucking bathroom mirror, folks, to take a good hard look. Yeah, you'll see excess at its fucking worst. I kid you not. Where's my lad now? Oh God, he's half a mile away. Come on, lad. It's slower and slower and slower. Those of you that were with me in 2015, remember how these two used to make me run everywhere, all over the high moorlands. We could never walk, and we'd be out for hours, and we never walked. They were so happy and so energetic, chasing things. And I had to run constantly to keep up with them. They kept me fit. And I used to say in them videos, my man boobs, after every walk, my man boobs were sore with the bleeding wobbling. And Debbie used to say to me, get yourself a sports bra. And I was fucking tempted to get a sports bra, folks. But then that would have been one of those excesses where I would have eventually one day looked in the wardrobe, seen it and gone, why did I buy that? So anyway, we've got a few more aircraft here I just want to point out. We got one there. Just going into the tree line, it is still active. We've got this one here. And one has just switched on, just this second here. And then if we flick to the back here, this is just switched on here. And they will just now continue to build up this detritus that will blight us. Right, kids, come on. Ollie, come on. Go and get your breakfast. That's 20 minutes you'll never get back, folks. I kid you not.